So welcome guys, this is our three-way call training. Going over how to conduct a three-way call. I believe I have a live, this is not set up. Tony Ann's just called me for a three-way call. So we should be having a live soon. Come soon. Just going to mute the mics.
Hi, David.
Hey Tony, okay? You're on loudspeaker. I'm on the training, so yeah, I'm just gonna actually, use this as part of the training. This is a real three-way call. So yes, tell me about the person.
Okay, so I spoke to this person about planning last year, and he was meant to join because he wanted to go away, and he put it off, and I just haven't got back to him. And then I think he's saw my Facebook page recently going out to Palma, New Yorker, and it's really lit his interest in going on holiday and using the business.
Okay.
Spoke to him briefly before the webinar today.
Yeah.
And he was honest with me and just basically said he didn't think it was real. He thought, he spoke to somebody else who told him that they've joined and the monthly payments actually coming out of their account. And I think that made him think, oh, okay, so it is real.
Yeah.
But I've said to him, I've been in this business for a year. I wouldn't still be doing it for a year if it was a scam. Yeah. I've said, I am making an income. I don't expect to be going back to work after my maternity leave. So that for me is my evidence that this is a real business. But jump on the webinar today at 8 o'clock. It's on right now.
Yeah.
Look at the travel deals, and I'll give you a call back at 9 and see what you think. And he said, fine. Noticed he was on there, so I wanted to get you on the call specifically because you've done way more holidays than me. Other than Spain, I'd only been to the hotel in Manchester through the business, so being a part of the product was obviously something he needed to see.
Yeah.
And I just thought, not only because he's a top income earner, but the most person who's travelled out of all of us.
Okay.
This way for me, and
so you're saying he's somebody who's really more serious about travel. Did you ask him what he liked best about the webinar?
No, I haven't caught up with him since the webinar. Just call him at 9.
Okay.
He's actually looking to go to Italy, he said, next month.
Okay. Cool.
So he's bought a house. He's just bought a house. He wants to go to Italy now. I think he needs to save another $2,000 to have the deposit ready. But obviously, if he can get away for next to nothing, then for him it would be a no-brainer. But again, it was just to give him that evidence, and it looked like Spain did that for him. Brilliant,
perfect. Okay, and about him, he lives in where? Birmingham?
He's in Birmingham. He works I met him at my old job in an energy company. So he's like a telesales person. Single guy, just bought a 2-bedroom house. Nothing.
Okay.
Other than that, really.
Cool. All right. So his name's Dean, lives in Birmingham. Okay. I was a little bit skeptical about how real it is, and but obviously he wants to travel a lot, and he jumped on the webinar.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Last year he used the deposit as a smoke screen, obviously, and I was thinking, you've come to me about this travel business. I haven't come to you because someone else recommended him to me about traveling for less. And I was like, I'm not going to pester you to sign up type of thing. So I left him to it, but I didn't realise it was because of the fact he didn't think it was real.
Okay.
I don't even think he actually seriously looked at the opportunity. I think he was just more going on what I was telling him. So now he looks at the webinar, and now we're a travel agency, and I did explain that to him earlier as well.
All right, cool.
It's like a fresh lead, really.
All right, perfect. All right, well, let's call him in, and we'll do the call.
All right, thank you.
So again, obviously, just for the purpose of training. Oh,
what was you going to say?
Yeah, just for the purpose of training, I'm gonna, go over the edification. So, just because it's a training course, so I'm gonna assume that you don't know what to say on the edification, which I know you do. So, for myself, it would be, hey Dean, really, really excited. You want to be excited. You want to, not in a big-headed way. Make it seem like a big deal. The same way if you got James Farrar on the call for a three-way call? If James Farr was doing your three-way calls, or Donald, how would you sound? That's the way you want to sound. And that's not to stroke my ego. That's to help you close your prospect. If you're like, yeah, David's here, they'll be like, well, why is David so special? Why am I speaking to David? So David, of course, obviously number one income earner in the UK and Europe. It's always good to mention. You can now say number 9 in the whole company. He's been able to make a 6-figure income and travel 33 times in the last 2 years. So depending on who your prospect is, you can focus more on what point. If you know you're talking to somebody who's a serious network marketer who's made big money before, maybe talk more about my income. If you're talking about someone who only really cares about travel, talk more about, you know, how many holidays I've been able to take, etc. So, but if it's a neutral person, you know, talk about both. And of course, pass over to me. I'll do the call, and after the call, you know, you hang up. Try not to stay on the phone too long afterwards. You know, just want to hang up and, you know, give them the call to action. Obviously, if you're sending them the info, or they're waiting until payday, for example.
Yeah.
And, So call him in, and hopefully we'll do the call.
All right. Thank you. 1 second. Hey, Dean, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Fabulous. Thanks for spending some time with me this afternoon. I know you was indecisive on football and the webinar, but you got on the webinar, didn't you? I'm sure. So.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I'm just a bit less.
You mentioned the cruise, though, didn't you?
You did. You did. That's why I wanted to see the information without me drowning you with stuff over the phone, because actually it's more of a visual presentation that you need to see what you're getting for your money. I'm just a bit late in calling you because after our conversation earlier, I really wanted to have someone who's a true testimony to how much the travel link side of this business has changed his life, and get him on the phone with us today as well. And I'm so excited because he's had literally time to speak with you today. His name's David Dacosta. He was actually the guy that was doing the webinar.
Yeah.
He's travelled 33 times in the last 2 years with this travel club. And not even 2 years, I think it's been just under 18 months actually. So he's travelled more than there has been months in this business. And he's also a top income earner as well. So in terms of any questions you had about what you've seen, or the credibility behind what this travel club's actually done for him, he's the man to definitely speak to. Very excited to introduce you both together because, you know, like I said, he's true testimony of traveling the world through this travel business and earning money back as a travel agent. So, David, if you're on the call, please introduce yourself to my good friend here, Dean, and tell him a little bit more about what we're doing here.
How's it going, Dean, sir? How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good. I really enjoyed this, to see what you had to say.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Really good.
So it sounded like you made a sacrifice between, you know, jumping on this call and watching, is it Manchester United, I'm guessing?
Yeah, versus Irish, cup final, yeah.
Brilliant. Well, this is this is definitely something that's going to be more life-changing than watching Man U lose. So really glad you could jump onto the webinar. So again, you know, I've been working with Tony Ann for about nearly a year now in this opportunity, and she's one of the top income earners, not just, you know, in the whole of the Midlands, but really one of the top business partners we have in the whole of the country. So I'm always excited when she gets me on a call with somebody who's interested in our business. I just want to, you know, get on a call and, you know, explain it in detail. So when you saw the webinar, what side would you say really caught your attention? You're more interested in, you know, the savings on travel and the booking of travel, or the money-making side, or a bit of both?
I'd say a bit of both, but I would say more leaning towards the actual travel.
More the travel side.
I'm passionate for traveling, yeah.
Perfect.
And the only person in the world I want to see and I haven't seen yet. And just things get in the way, like money, like working your job. Yeah. You know, saving money for the deposit of the house, these kind of things just get in the way. Really.
Yeah. Now, I can relate. I mean, for me, we never travelled much when we were younger, but when I first went to Spain as a teen, I just fell in love with travelling. That's all I want to do now. So, and of course, you're right, you know, things that get in the way is everybody wants to travel, but it's time and money. I haven't got the time off work and I can't afford to go anyway. So that's why, you know, me and Tony, and we share this with other people because it's a strong way to get that time and money back. Now, depending on what side you want to focus on more, for me, like I said, the ability to travel 34 times, it takes time and money. and I've been able to get that time. I've been able to walk out of my job, so I've got full-time freedom. And of course, the income made from my business helps me to, you know, I can travel to any country around the world whenever I want. So now I'm not saying everyone's going to have the same results as me, because some people don't want to, you know, do this full-time. Some people don't want to, you know, make that much money. Some people just want to save a little bit on the one family holiday. Yeah, everyone has different reasons what they want. So if you're saying that you want to travel a bit more, where would you like to go?
I'd like to go to the Americas, really. So you've got South America, places like Colombia, Latin America, the Caribbean, and the States and Canada. That's the part of the world that interests me the most. Just
wow.
The Americas.
Love that. So, I mean, I'm sure you saw a few good deals on our presentation, and we've got so many more. I mean, I could say, when you're talking about the Caribbean, I can stay in the travel club that we have right now, which is going to be replaced with a travel agency. And even the travel agency itself, we can stay in the Caribbean. I'm talking all over the Caribbean, Turks and Caicos, you know, Trinidad, Jamaica. We can stay in these locations from 70 to 150 pounds for the week. And I'm talking a family of 2, a family of 4, a family of 6, up to a family of 8. So if you get your good flights, or even if you don't get good flight prices to, you know, peak season, your accommodation is literally, you can be talking about £30 per person if you're going with a few other adults, and that's for the week stay. So, I mean, you know, you can't get a £30 one-night stay in Southeast London, never mind around the Caribbean. So we can definitely help you with that for you and family. Now, think of this concept. Let's say you are going with some friends and family, 10 of you go in, and it's £1,000 flight and hotel to, let's say, you know, let's say Dominican Republic, peak season. Now, let's say the commission earned on that flight, hotel, and travel insurance, maybe a rental car as well, for each person is £100. You're going to book it for 10 of them. Now, you can book it on your website yourself. They can go to your website and book it themselves, or you can call the company, and the company will help you to do it if you're busy. Now, if you make £100 per person for the 10 people, that's £1,000, right? So, I mean, I like to be honest. I'm going to tell my friends and family, hey, you guys just paid for my holiday. They're going to say, no, we didn't. I'm saying, yes, you did. Well, I own a travel franchise. You know, I told you guys to book on my website because obviously we're going to find not only a better deal, but, you know, the personal service to make sure we get upgraded and all the good stuff because I'm a travel agent. Well, I earned £100 commission on each person, of grandma, of the child, of him, of her. So, yeah, that's £1,000. When I get back to the UK, £1,000 is there waiting for me. So my holiday was free, paid by you guys. Would that be something that you would like to benefit from?
Yes, definitely, yeah.
Perfect. It's a no-brainer. If you're traveling more, I mean, traveling as a travel agent, a professional, is just a no-brainer. So just wanted to see, did you have any questions about the business? Was there anything you weren't too sure about?
Well, I don't 100% fully understand it yet. I will need to get my head around it more first before I commit to anything. Do you know what I mean? But it's, you know, I know you get in this, you get a lot of time wasters.
Yeah.
I don't want to come across that way.
No, that's okay. Fire away. I mean, we're here to teach you, to train you, and to learn. So fire away. Any question that you're not too sure about?
Well, I just need to fully understand it in my head before I commit to anything. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, you need to understand it more. Is what part is not too easy for you to understand? Is there a certain part, or is it just the whole concept?
It's just the whole concept, really.
Okay, let me see if I can break it down. So, in a nutshell, let's just say, you know, you just are interested in the travel side. You maybe don't want to recruit other people into doing this too. Maybe that can come at a later date. In a nutshell, you are your own travel agent. So you know how you would normally go to Thomas Cook, sit down with a travel agent. Now that's you, and you can do that from home. So that's why you're paying, you know, your joining fee and your monthly fee. You now run a travel business, but you can do it around your lifestyle. For example, this can be done, you know, 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes a week, just totally dependent on what you have available. So you now have your own website. So when you get started, the first thing you do, you get your website, which now you can book flights, hotels, cruises, rental cars, travel insurance, and anything you book has a commission attached to it. So, you know, you might have a wedding. Think of all the possibilities around you. I know there's a lot of people around you who are getting married this year, who need a honeymoon, Valentine's Day, who need, you know, birthdays, church trips, you know, DJs that travel around the world, athletes that you might be connected with. People are traveling around you, even if you're not traveling yourself. And instead of them going to Expedia and giving all that money to Expedia, they could be giving it to you, right? They can be booking it through your website, or they could potentially, you know, join your travel business too, so they could book it for themselves. Now, of course, either of those are going to pay you. If somebody says, you know what, Dean, I don't want you to book this trip for me. I want to book it for myself. I want a way to earn some extra income. I need to leave my job soon. I want to join your travel business. You're going to get paid. If somebody says, well, I don't want to do any business stuff. I just need you to get me a good deal to Amsterdam. They book for you. You're going to get paid. So that's as simple as it is. You're a travel agent. You can, recruit other travel agents, or you could just book travel yourself. Does that make a bit more sense?
It does make a bit more sense, yeah.
Perfect. And, it's one of those ones where, you earn as you learn. There's no way you're going to know all of the facts and the figures overnight. For example, if I was to ask Tony Ann right now some difficult questions, she'll probably get them wrong. But Tony Ann is making a great amount of money. So she doesn't need to know everything. But what she does need to do is to get started. Now, for me, I always say this. The best way to learn it or to have a look at this business is from the inside. See, like if you wanted to, buy my house, would you stand outside and look at it and then buy it? No, you'd want to come inside and have a look from the inside. So if you're not understanding it too well right now, the best way to understand it is to come on the inside. And the good thing about that is you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So financially, if you're in a position financially to get started, you have nothing to worry about, because not only are you able to get started, but you've got 30 days, to kick the tires, really check it out to make sure that this is something that is going to fit around your lifestyle and something that's beneficial to you. And if, let's say 28 days after you join, you say, you know what, I don't really like it, you're going to get a full refund. Does that sound helpful?
It does sound helpful, yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be able to commit today, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
When would you be in a position financially to get started?
Well, as I was saying to Tony, at the moment, I'm just looking to buy a property.
Okay.
I'm almost at the position where I'm about to put down the deposit.
Yeah.
In the next 6 weeks, early July.
Okay.
That's my main priority at the moment.
Main priority. Okay.
And I've not quite got the deposit I need yet.
Yeah.
I will have in the next 2 months. So that's kind of my priority at the moment.
Okay, no problem.
And it's definitely something I'm interested to. And when I do get in contact with you again, or you or Tony, it will be to commit to it.
Yeah, to get started. Brilliant.
I don't want to just ring you just for the sake of it.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I mean, with this business, we're not waiting for anybody, and I definitely appreciate that. And I can tell you're not a time waster. This is something that you want to do, and of course, the priority of the deposit on the house that makes a lot of sense. But definitely don't forget about this, because we want to mainly help people to get to the position where they don't worry about money, and I can relate. I mean, forget a deposit on a house. I couldn't get deposit on a shoe. So I was what you would call flat broke. I mean, literally didn't have any money. And when I saw this industry, I said, you know what, I can't afford to join. I didn't have the money to get started as well. Not that I had a house to invest into. I just literally didn't have no money. So then I thought to myself, well, what am I doing to change that? And I wanted to help myself get to a position where if there's £100 to pay or 2,000, I can pay it without, having to worry about it. That's what I did. And I've helped so many other people to get to that position too. And we're definitely going to help you with this, with the new house, a new business as well. This can be a fresh start to really, make some serious wealth and to travel, as one of your goals was. To do as well. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to working for you. Just wanted to ask the question, when you do get started with myself and Tony Ann, how much would you be looking to make monthly for you to be very happy with the business? Let's say by the end of the year, how much would you like to be earning a month to feel that this is a good business for you?
It's difficult to put an exact figure on it, really.
I mean,
if you was 100 a month extra on your income, it's going to,
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I know we could help you to make a lot more than that. If, it could be, let's say an extra £100 a month residual coming in, whether you work or not. That's great. It could be an extra £2,000 a month. And if you are coachable, you follow out the system that we've already got in place. This is something that we know we can help you with. So what I'll do, I'm going to pass you back to Tony Ann. What I'd say, as soon as you've sorted out the deposit for the house and you've got the fund available, and even if the funds come in earlier, I would say, have a look at the video again. We're going to send you the video so you can watch it a second time, because if you get started before the 30th of June, you're going to become a charter travel agent where you earn more commission. So think about that family holiday, which you're going to book at some point this year, earning 80% of that commission instead of 70. This is a tiny investment. Even if you get started just on the travel side, that £125, if that is something that you can commit to, I wouldn't wait. Personally, you will kick yourself, after the house is bought and you're earning 70% commission for life rather than, 80%. It's a big difference. think about, you know, booking a big family holiday. I'm going to just finish off with this final story, which is my favorite story now. There's a single mother in our business who booked a trip for 31 students, including her son, at the school, and she made £74,000. So as you can imagine, in terms of, you know, putting a deposit down on the house, how many deposits could you put down on that? And she was obviously earning 80% commission instead of 70. So, you know, that's gonna be, well, that's gonna be huge. I mean, that could change your financial year. So definitely, I'll leave you with Tony Ann, but do have a strong think about, if you can invest at 125. Don't wait until after the 30th of June. Definitely get started first. Whether you want to call it a risk or an investment, it's gonna be something that pays off. Okay.
Yeah,
definitely. Perfect. Well, Dean, really good talking to you, and hopefully we can catch up soon when you're ready to get started.
Yeah, thanks for the information as well, man.
No problem. We'll speak soon.
That's it. Bye, David.
All right. See you, Tony Ann. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey guys. Right. So, it's hot in here. So, I purposely prolonged that freeway call. My freeway calls don't normally take too long, unless I really want them to, unless I'm, you know, talking with a new business partner who maybe needs to hear the different things that I could say. So that was, you know, typical freeway call. Somebody wants to, you know, get started, you know, financially. They want to invest into the house first. And there's no real tangible excuse, because, I mean, if you're buying a house, £125, you have to have that spare. But I didn't want to, you know, push it too much on this training. But I'm going to go through that. That was a real life freeway call. That's an example. Well, now I'm going to go through the format, which I'm actually going to post into the group. If you do reach out to me by WhatsApp, I will send you this this formula I use for my freeway calls. So this is it, right? This is the training now. That was a live call, which is good to have. Now we're going into the training. This is not really for, you know, bronze builders. There might be a bronze builder on here now. Not so much a bronze builder, but if you haven't done, my number is 10. If you haven't done 10 freeway calls with your upline, maybe you're not in a position to be doing freeway calls right now. If, you know, you do a freeway call and you can't answer one question, or you get stuck on every single question that is thrown at you, you might not be in a place to be doing freeway calls. I know this link has been probably spammed out and leaked out to other people who, you know, may not be in a position to do freeway calls. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say bronze. Bronze doesn't mean you can't do freeway calls, because I know some bronze which can do freeway calls better than gold builders. This is training. This is locker room, so I'm not here to sugarcoat it for anybody. There's some reps that can do freeway calls better than gold builders, and that's just the way it is. Some people, you know, going to, you know, jump the gun and really take it seriously. To the person joining on the screen, you're going to get terminated. I know who you are. And this is something that, you know, let me just stop that. Yeah, you're going to be in Herbalife tomorrow. No more travel commissions for you. Right. Yeah, so guys, someone's joined on the screen. Got World Ventures people infiltrating us. But yeah, so not so much about, you know, bronze builders can't do freeway calls. It's more the case where, have you done enough freeway calls with your upline? Have you done at least maybe 5 to 10 where you can listen, learn? Have you been taking notes, or are you just not paying attention? Because, you know, your upline is probably going to have answered so many questions, handled so many objections, and that's what you want to be doing to learn. So when it comes to you doing your own, you don't want to ever, you know, say, oh, I can do freeway calls. Anyone can do freeway calls, but not everyone can close a freeway call. Not anyone can, you know, do the right things on a freeway call. Anybody can make a freeway call. You just call 2 numbers, right? But, you know, you don't just want to be doing a freeway call just because you can. You want to be doing a freeway call because you are confident that you can close that person. When I get on the freeway call, I'm truly shocked if the person doesn't give me a sign-up date, or the person doesn't, you know, say wait until payday, or the person doesn't get signed up straight right there and then. So I don't get on freeway calls with people that are super skeptical, super negative. If I talk to the person and they say, oh, this person, he really thinks it's a scam, it's really bad, he thinks it's the worst thing ever, can we do a freeway call? I say, nope. Wait for them to develop a bit. I haven't got time to waste speaking to people like that. So I'm going to give you the training now, freeway call training. First thing is preparation. So you may have heard me with Tony Ann doing the preparation. Get as much information on the prospect as possible. Name, age, location, occupation. Do they have family? Now, how does that business partner know them? So I'm going to ask Tony Ann, how do you know him? Is he cold market? Is he a good friend that you've known for a long time? Which is always a good thing, because, you know, there's credibility, there's trust. If it's a cold market, then I have to maybe, you know, come across from a different way, right? So most important question when talking to your business partner about the prospect: did they watch the video? If it's a brand new business partner, you may want to ask, did they watch the correct video? If so, show me what video you sent them, because they might be sending them the comp plan video, which has nothing to do with the travel side, right? So did they watch the video, and what part did they like best? So you may not be able to get all of this information, but ideally you want to get as much as possible so you can use it to your advantage, right? For example, you know, I was able to find out, you know, I was able to talk about, you know, what part he liked best, the fact that he likes to travel. Tony Ann said he likes to travel. So I was able to use that to my advantage to help talk to him. For example, if he said he lived in Birmingham, I think. So, you know, there's a lot of people doing a business right now in Birmingham. But had Tony Ann said he lives in Leeds, that's information that's going to help me to close him, because I could say, wow, you're one of the first people in Leeds doing this. So listen out for those things. When they say, oh, he lives in Newcastle, wow, you're the first person in Newcastle. And that could be something extra that you can throw in, because you've got more tools in your arsenal. Do they have a big family? And Tony Ann said she said he's single, no children, I think she said. So if he has a big family, for example, somebody says, oh, I'm speaking to somebody to get on the freeway call, they've got a huge family, they've got lots of children. Then I could say, well, next time you book a big family holiday, you can imagine how much travel commissions you're going to get back by booking for your big family. These are things that I can now say in my freeway call that's going to help me to close the person based on the knowledge that's been given to me by my business partner. Now, of course, you know the question, like I said, what part do you like best? The travel savings, being able to book travel for you, friends and family. Now, why do I say for you, friends and family? When I talk about, you know, the savings on travel for you, friends and family, I always mention friends and family, because he or she may say, oh, I'm not traveling this year. And if they say that, I'm a bit stuck. So when I say travel savings for you, friends and family, even if he or she is not traveling much, it's very likely someone around them is. And I can now say, you know, you say you're not going on any holidays, maybe, you know, you can't travel right now, or you don't want to travel, you don't like to travel. Well, put your business hat on. Are friends and family or people around you traveling? So that's why I asked that. Now, you know, what part did you like best? Travel saving for you, friends and family, the money-making side, or a bit of both? Now, really important question. And if they say, you know, just to travel, we talk about travel. If they say just the business money-making side, we talk about the business money-making side. Don't try, you know, force or pressure them into doing the side that they didn't talk about. If they do bring up later saying, yeah, I need to make some extra money, you can maybe suggest, you know, you should maybe look at the planet side. If they do say, oh, I only like the business side, but, you know, I wouldn't mind going on a holiday, hey, we can have a look at the travel side too, right? Don't force them into doing what they didn't say they were interested in doing. You just focus on the side they said they were interested in. Now, the edification process. On the call, especially if your business partner is new, you want to go over the edification process. Tony Ann is obviously not new, but I still, for the purpose of the training, wanted to go over the edification process. So if Tony Ann was new in the business, I'm going to teach her how to edify me the right way. For example, all of you know what to say about yourselves. You're all pretty much, you know, goal builders and above. You've been in the business long enough to know, you know, what to say about yourself. If you're a goal builder, you can say you're one of the top ranked people in the country. And, you know, it's all about your wording. People will say, well, how can you edify me? I'm a bronze builder. I can edify a rep. It's about the excitement in your voice. Watch me edify a 3-star director now. So, and this is how I'll edify, you know, I'll edify Taryn or Andre. I'd say, Andre, well, not only is this guy one of the top income earners in the United Kingdom, he's actually the second highest income earner, not just in the UK, but in Europe. This guy has smashed straight through into the top 30 income earners out of nearly 17,900 people worldwide. This guy definitely knows 110% of the facts. If I was to edify Taryn as a 1-star director, if I'm talking to somebody who's, you know, doing the business on a part-time, so if I'm talking to somebody who has a full-time job, I say, well, we've got a 1-star director who's been able to not only do this business around her full-time job, she's actually a full-time mother as well, and she's been able to be one of the top female income earners in this whole company. So that's how you can edify different type of people. Now, watch me edify a rep. So, wow, I'm really excited to get you on a call with this person. This person has just got started in what is, one of the best home-based travel opportunities in the country. This person is actually one of the first 700 people in the UK doing this business. And this is one of the best home-based businesses in the world. They are about to smash the first rank of bronze builder, which really creates the foundation for your business to grow. So this person is definitely someone you want to speak to, right? That's a rep. It's all about the excitement in your voice. I can edify you as a bronze and make you feel special. I can edify you as a silver and make you feel sweet. But some people edify me as a 3-star director and make me feel really bad. So the edification process is important. It's not for your upline's ego. If your upline is a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star director, they don't need their ego stroked. They can look into their Paylution account and stroke their ego that way. It's the edification process is for you, so you can have your guests close. Because if you edify your upline in a silly way, or like they're not important, your prospect will be thinking, why am I on the phone to them? I wanted to speak to you. I know you. I don't know them. Why am I speaking to David? Why am I speaking to Andre? Why am I speaking to John? Why can't I speak to you? Because you didn't give them a reason as to why what the director has to say is important. So edification is so important. If you're doing a three-way call with someone who's new in the business, go over it. Let them, say it out and tell them what to say. On the call, you must have high energy and sound confident. Remember, it's impossible for them to know more than you about Planet Marketing. I mean, I'm just assuming if you're a goal builder and above, it's impossible for a prospect to know more about Planet Marketing than you. Even if they've done a bit of research, it's likely you've been on how many webinars, you've seen Donald Bradley, you've been to convention. You know more about the business than whatever they could research online, or if they didn't do any research. You know more, so you should have more confidence. If you know you're smarter than somebody at maths, you're not going to be nervous if you do a math challenge, right? So you know more about the business. High energy and sound confident. If you're not confident, that's fine. Sound confident. Remember, so you want to take charge. Now, if you've been told by your business partner, let's say Tony Ann said this person is a big fish or a travel pro, and if you don't feel confident, or even if you do feel confident, it might be a good idea to pass it on to your direct upline. This person might have, a big team of 70 people that they're looking to bring over. They want to make sure this is the right company for them. This person may have been a travel agent for 50 years. You might, want to get a direct upline to handle the big travel questions or the big network marketing questions if you're not confident. So always be humble enough to say, this is over my head, and listen and learn when your direct upline closes the big fish. So how do I start the call? So I'm going to be, really excited. I'm going to have high energy. Hey, John, how are you? Great to speak to you. Really good to get connected. The first one I'm going to do now, when I'm on the call, I've introduced myself. I said hello. I'm going to edify the business partner. The business partner who set the call up, I'm going to make them, sound very special, because the person wants to know that they're joining somebody good, right? They might now start thinking, well, I just want to join David. I just want to join Andre. So I'm going to edify Tony Ann, or edify the person who set the call up. So yeah, really good to get connected, Dean. This is what I said. Well, I've been working with Tony Ann for a while, about a year now. And she is not only one of our top income earners in the UK, one of our top income earners in all of the Midlands. She's been able to make a lot of money in the business. She's been able to travel. We was in Mallorca not too long ago. She was able to save thousands when we went to Vegas. She was able to do this. She was able to do that. And she's really passionate and excited about helping other people. She's already making a great income herself. And now she's passionate about, helping her family and helping other people around her. So when she said she had someone who was interested in the business, I was really excited to get on a call with you. So I've now edified my business partner so that the prospect is going to feel like, wow, I'm joining somebody who's even bigger than I thought she was, even bigger than I thought he was. I looked on their Facebook, they looked all right, but wow, this guy's saying that they're one of the top income earners in the UK. That's a goal builder or a direct in training or 1-star. So that's very important. Now, again, so you've done that in introduction, you've edified your business partner. You just want to, if there's, I joked about the football game. If there's something that it makes sense to, an icebreaker, for example, if you've got the same name, I might say, hey, it's a great name, David. Don't drag on for 12 minutes about, the football or, the children in the background or the fact you've got the same name. Don't, get distracted, but 20 seconds on a little joke. You don't have to, but sometimes if it's suitable, if it fits in, do it. You know, just show that you're a normal person. You know, we're all human. We can have a little laugh here and there. But then you want to get straight to business. So, Tony Ann said she sent you the video, or you just watched the webinar. What part did you like best? The travel savings for you and the family, the money-making side, or both? And you wait and listen. They say, oh, yeah, just really the travel side, you know. Okay, great. Now, this is the next process is what I call gassing them up, making them excited, hyping up what they are interested in. So if they say, oh, I'm just interested in travel, I might mention 2 points or 1 point about travel, which is really amazing, and I might, you know, personalize it to them. If they say they're interested in just the business money-making side, I might talk about, you know, 1 or 2 points on the money side, and then I might personalize it to them. Let me give you an example. So what part did you like best? Travel, money, both? They're going to say, oh, just really the travel side. Yeah, well, we're really lucky. We're blessed to have the first home-based travel agency. This is something that everybody out there would love if they knew what it was. So we're just trying to share it with people. So imagine being able to book travel for friends, family all around the world and to earn commission. I mean, I know somebody was actually able to, you know, book a school trip, 30 students, made £74,000. So, you know, can you imagine the next family holiday you have? So I don't know, are you traveling anywhere anytime soon? Yeah, I'm going to Egypt. Okay, great. Well, imagine you booking a trip to Egypt for 4 of your friends and making a commission back of, you know, £700. Would that be good, right? Yeah, that'll be good. Great. So they didn't ask me any questions, or they didn't ask about it. I just went out of my way to explain the travel side, to give a good story. Again, if we're talking travel, the story of the single mom who made £74,000 booking a trip for 31 students is the best story out there. And then I personalized it to him. If you're booking that trip that you said you're going to Egypt, imagine you getting that commission. And now that's what I can do for travel. Gas it up, get excited, you know, give them something to say like, wow, this is really big, before they've even started asking questions. So before we even get into the meat and bones, they're already excited about the travel because I just, you know, hyped it up to them. If they said, oh, I'm only interested in the business side. Wow, yeah, me too. That's the real reason I'm doing this, because, you know, I really wanted to get started in a business that's going to help me pay me some extra income to help change my life. And then, you know, you can use my story. If this is you doing a affiliate call, use my story. I'm working really closely with a guy called David. He's one of my best friends. He's one of my mentors. This guy, you know, in the last year has been able to make well over £7,000 a month. So for me, if he can make that, he can at least show me how to make at least £2,000-3,000 a month, right? And how much would you be looking to make from this business for you to be really happy with it? That's a killer question. How much would you like to make from this business for you to be happy with it? So again, what did I do? I gave a story. I hyped up the business. I talked excitedly about what the potential is for whether it's the travel side, the money side, and then I made it personal to them. How much would you like to be earning from this business? Let's say after a year, how much monthly would you be very happy with? So that's something you can do. And then after that, after I've, you know, gassed them up, so to speak, about travel or business, depending on what they said they like, I'm now going to go in and say, okay, great. Well, did you have any questions about the business model? Or I could even say, okay, great. Well, did you have any questions, or are you ready to get started? You see, when I gassed it up, talking about travel is amazing or business is really lucrative, that might be enough of them that may be enough for them to get started. They may want to get started, but, you know, just need to hear some excitement. Maybe the person speaking to them was a bit dull. Maybe they just want to hear another person. Now, is there only one person doing this? Oh, there's 2? Okay, great. I've heard enough credibility. I'm ready to join. So that might have been enough for them to make a decision. But still, I'm going to make sure and say, did you have any questions? Now, if they say, yeah, I've got some questions, do your best to answer the questions. Now, I can't really do a training on all the different questions that can be asked. But again, whether they say pyramid or this or that, do go and watch Eileen Ross's top 10 objections. I'm not going to go into them because she does a better job than me. The main objections you're going to get: pyramid, haven't got time, haven't got money, can I do it with my partner, what if he says no, what if she says no, blah, blah, blah. Watch Eileen Ross's top 10 objections. It's on our YouTube channel, Planet Marketing UK team. You would find all the answers to all the objections that you would find on the planet. Now, after that, you know, okay, great. Well, when would you be are you in a position to get started today? Not when do you want to join soon. Are you in a position to get started today? It takes about 5-6 minutes. Some people, it annoys me when I do a course on and they say it takes, you know, 30 minutes to join. You know, wait till the children are asleep, and then wait till the moon is facing the left, and then, you know, I'll come over to your house and we'll do it together and we'll get the laptop. And No, if you make it sound like such a big deal to join, it's going to be a big deal. And they're going to only join when they're ready. And when they want to sign somebody up, they're going to also wait till, till it's 9:30, until the moon is facing the east, until, you've got 4 laptops around you just in case. And, just it's a quick thing that can be done on a mobile phone in 5 minutes. Make it seem like it's not a big deal. So great. Do you have any more questions, or are you ready to get started? Yeah, I think I'm ready to get started. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to leave you with Tony, and I'm going to leave you with so-and-so. They're going to send you the joining instructions, and let's get on a call straight off as soon as you signed up, so we can help do a game plan for you. So, once you're signing them up, you want to say something like, once you have joined, let's get on another call. For you, you've just got to sign up. You're happy. It's worth, getting on a quick 5-minute call afterwards. Gives them a reason to get signed up now so you can get on a call. So I'm not going to call you until you signed up. I said, once you've got signed up, let's get on a quick call, set up a little game plan. It might have just be a brief chat, but now they've got a reason to sign up because they have to sign up then get on a call with you. So that's an incentive for them to actually do what they said they were going to do. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen, really. I might do some Q&A now, but I'm going to see if I can try and read out the formula. I haven't even got it all typed up. A lot of this was just off the top of my head, but just in recapping, preparation, talking to your business partner about the person. You're going to edify your preparation. You're going to find out about the person. You're going to tell your business partner how to edify you. On the call, high energy. You're going to introduce yourself. You're then going to edify your business partner, make them feel special. Let the prospect know that you're working with someone good. And then you're going to ask the question, what did you like best? You're going to touch on and talk about and big up and hype up what they liked best, whether it's travel, money. Maybe 2 points. 1 point saying how amazing it is. 2nd point, making it personal to them. After that, you're going to then ask the question, do you have any questions, or are you ready to get started? They got questions, answer the questions. They're ready to get started, get them started. And that's the formula for a successful free call. That's what I personally use. Some of your direct uplines might have a different method. There's no right and wrong way. Free calls are done different ways. This is just one of the methods I've been using to do free calls, and I feel I'm very good at them. And they're very successful. I rarely come off the call with the person not having a join-in date or getting started after the call. So I'm going to open up the line. If you're doing anything you shouldn't be doing that we don't need to hear, I'm giving you a few seconds to stop. I'm going to unmute the lines, and if anyone's got any questions, feel free to fire away in relation to just freeway calls. I'm unmuting the lines right now. If you've got a question, just shout out, David, I've got a question. If you haven't got a question, please move the mic.
No.
You are?
David,
if you have any questions, please mute your mic, guys. I'm going to start muting people.
I'll probably ask you, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, Tony. Yeah.
So this call I've done today, for example, I booked it in for 9 just because.
Sorry, say again.
So a freeway call today.
Go ahead.
My freeway call today at 9 o'clock, and I booked that in before confirming with anyone whether they would be free, just because I wanted to take advantage of this evening speaking to him, because I knew he was going to do the webinar at 8. What would you do if no one was free at 9 o'clock?
I can't really hear you too well. I'm gonna mute everyone else. You're saying you had a free call at when?
So the way you just done for me now.
Yeah.
If I didn't have any uplines available at a time I've already planned with the prospect.
Well, that would be your first mistake. Never, if you are confident to do free calls yourself, take the risk and hope that somebody's there. If you definitely need or want a upline to do that free call, don't just book it in. It's very easy to say, okay, Oh yeah, when you watch the video, we can talk afterwards. When will we be free? 9 o'clock. All right, great.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I did actually. Yeah, I reinstalled them. Yeah, I reinstalled the plates.
Leave it, my guys, if you're not.
It is open on.
Sorry, guys are not coachable. So sorry, Tony. So for example, that's totally down to you. Now that would either be, for example, that could be your mistake or just the way you wanted to do it. If you are confident to do the free call yourself, which I know you are, then you can just, schedule it in. If Andre's free, if I'm free, great. If not, you can do it. But if you're someone else who maybe can't do free call themselves or is not in a position to, or it's a big fish that even though you could do it, but you want to get David or Andre or the other directors on, then don't just agree the time. It's very easy to get sucked into agreeing a time. For example, it's very easy to say, oh yeah, the video was amazing. Yeah, let me give you a call at 9. Okay, great, yeah, I'll call you at 9. Hey Andre, are you available at 9? Oh, you're not? Oh man. This person's only, and then now you've got a problem, right? So if you want to say, okay, great, well let me just check when it's good for me. They say, oh, let me call you at 9. I watched the webinar, it's amazing. Let me call you at 9. Okay, 9 might be good. Let me quickly just check if I can do 9 because I had a meeting I was about to go to. Whatever the excuse is. Now you quickly go, Andre, look, I've got someone at 9. They're a big fish. Blah blah blah. Can you be available? Or when can you do? Andre says, I can't do 9. I can do 9:30. Hey, is 9:30 okay? Great. Now you've signed it in. You work around your direct upline. This is another thing. Now I've been guilty for this many times. I say I'm going to do a free call and my phone dies, get arrested or whatever the issue is, and I'm not available when I said I was supposed to be available. These things happen and they're going to keep happening. Now, if you are professional, you can use that to your advantage. As an opportunity to edify your upline. It may generally be because I was a bit unorganized, and I'm a human. I make mistakes. Andre makes mistakes. Toby, John, Tyron make mistakes. We don't charge our phones. We we don't have any credit because we're on credit hold. Whatever the reason is, we were not available at the time we were supposed to be for the free call. Now you could go back to your prospect and say, oh, I was going to do the call at 9, but my upline David is such a bum. I mean, he didn't charge his phone. He probably left his house with no charger. He's late. He hasn't even got credit. So could we do it another time? Now you probably lost that person. I can't talk to them. I can't say them nothing about £6,000, £7,000 a month. Now they think I'm a bum, right? And you de-edified me, even if it was my fault or whatever the reason was why we couldn't do the call. You made it into a negative thing. If you really want to get that person signed up, you want to use every opportunity to be positive. You could say, oh, well, really, really sorry. We were going to do the call at 9, but my upline, he's got called into a big meeting. Again, he's one of the top 50 income earners in the company. So he's just been called into a meeting. So is it possible that we can reschedule, or when would you be available next? They might be a bit flexible later on after 9. They're just jumping on a big call right now, but afterwards they might be available. So think of it like this. Now, I don't know if you guys like Drake, but a lot of people seem to like. I'm going to mute all the lines. And has anybody got a question? Just mute yourself. All right, cool. I'm assuming no one's got questions. I'm just going to finish
David.
off this. Who's that?
Aisha. Yeah, so this is something that you taught me a while ago, but I feel that this is vital for everyone to learn. So when you're on a freeway call and a prospect asks a question that you're not too confidently answering, how would you turn that around to then get somebody else on the call to close that prospect, or to get somebody else like your upline to then answer that question for that prospect?
Really
I mean, like a difficult question.
Really good question. Well, I'm going to quickly finish off the point I was saying, just to put things in perspective in terms of my upline let me down. They were supposed to be here at 9 and they're not. Easy to go back to your prospect and say, they let me down. Can we do another time? They're not available. I can't get through to them. And that's what you normally would say. I can't get through to them, right? But that doesn't sound too professional. What you could say is, he or she's just been called into a big meeting for all the top income earners. Really, really sorry. They said they can't wait to get on a call with you, but is it possible to reschedule? They're super busy, but they said they're really excited to speak to you because this could be a big deal for you. Would later on be cool, or would I get back to you with a time? Now think of it like this. You're edifying David Dacosta. I'm you guys' friend. You guys know I'm a big-headed, arrogant person. I'm a normal person, but you can help me seem as like a James Farr or Donald Bradley, and that's going to help your prospect be like, wow. Think of it like this. If Drake, or whoever you idolize or look up to or like, if Drake said, hey, come to my house, we're having a big party, there's going to be amazing food, Jay-Z is going to be there, you know, free entry, bring as many friends as you want, it's going to be a great time, we're doing a photo shoot, put it all over your social media, party, 24/7 party in my house in Florida, come to my house at 9 p.m., right? You're going to be excited, yeah, I'm going to Drake's house. Now, let's just say Drake said, oh, sorry, I have to run off for a quick photo shoot, can we do it at 10? Are you guys going to be like, no, wasting my time, bye Drake? No, you guys will wait outside happily for an extra hour or even 2 because, you know, Drake is big, is special, you look up to him, blah, blah, blah. So you want to make your prospect feel that they should be privileged to even get on a call with David. They should be lucky to even get on a call with Toby Dacosta, Andre Sinclair, John Tarrant. That's how you want to make it seem. You de-edify your upline, that's your £40. Not mine, not Tarrant's, not John's. Your £40 that is slipping away because you made your upline seem like an unorganized, lazy, no battery having person, right? Your £40 is on the line, so you can edify your upline by saying he or she's not available because something big is happening, but they said they'll love to talk to you. They're going to get back to me whenever time. Hopefully, if you're flexible, or we can reschedule. So that's a very important point. Hopefully, that makes sense to somebody. So Aisha made a very important point. And this is more directed at the bronze builders on this call right now who maybe are doing three-way calls. I'm not going to say if you should or shouldn't. I don't know, you know, what level you're at. Silver builders, gold builders, it's totally fine that you guys may not know all the answers. Again, I would recommend, before you start doing your three-way calls, have you at least done 10 three-way calls with your upline? Have you taken notes? Are you studying your business? Me personally, if anything happens in Planet Marketing, I know about it. When an email comes, do you read it? Do you go onto our YouTube channel? Do you subscribe to our YouTube channel? When I upload a new video, do you know about it? Do you know what videos are there? Are you studying your business? Do you go to the events? Do you go to the conventions? The people that do know. I know there's some people on this call right now who know the business. I know Darren knows everything about the business. Darren drops me messages about something that's happening before I know about it because Darren is studying and nothing slips past him. An email pops out. Oh, here's the top 50 income earners. Darren will send me a screenshot. Hey, David, guess who's in the top 50? Like, who studies their business? Who cares about their business? The same way, you know, when letters come in your house, you read all the letters. When letters or emails or information comes with your business, do you read it all? Do you know your business? And that's going to help you through your course. Do you know what Leanne's real role is? Do you know what Andy used to do before? Do you study? Do you care? And that's going to help you through your course. Do you do through your course if you're offline? Did you take notes? Did you learn? Now, if you're in a place where you don't know too much about the business, don't do three-way calls. Learn and then do them. And even if you are in a place where you've studied, you've learned, you've trained, and you're ready to do three-way calls, but that question comes out, so how long did it take for the company to get the ATOL license? And how much did you pay? And what is the bonding license number? The hell did you just say? Now, you don't know the answer to that, right? Now, you can blag it, and which is risky, because that person might know their stuff, and they may call you out and be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about, do you? Because no, what you said is totally wrong. No. Listen, I've been doing travel for 40 years. So so this sounds a bit dodgy. You guys are some overnight fly-by-night traveler. No, I'm gonna go. World Ventures. So you don't wanna blag it because that person might know their stuff. They may be a travel agent. They may not have told you, but they might be someone, you know, checking out how serious you are. If you genuinely don't know the question, don't blag it. Don't lie. Don't guess. Be honest and open. That's what people like. Honesty. You can say, hey, you know what? That's a great question. Edify them. Great question. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, I know a little bit, but I don't know too much about that. I don't want to, you know, do a disservice to the business or just give you an answer just because. Is it okay if I'm going to go and speak to, I talk very closely with the CEO. I talk very closely with the top income earners. Is it okay if I go back to them to get the answer for you, and I'll send it to Jennifer, and Jennifer will message it back to you? Is that okay? Just give me, a few hours, and I'll get that answer for you the best possible way. Would that be okay? It's very rarely someone's going to say, no, it's not okay. And if you say, look, I'd like to know right now. Well, I don't want to give you an answer which I'm not too sure about. Is it okay if I get the full correct information for you on that question? We can go on to some other questions, but that question, can I get back to you on it? That is the best thing to do. And of course, then you just go to your direct upline and say, look, I had a question. It was about this. It was about tax. It was about that. I have no idea what they mean. Could you help me with it. And that's, again, very important. Does that answer the question, Aisha?
Yeah.
I'll answer the question. All right, cool. Anyone got any other questions? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you very much. I'm about to jump on another call. So, again, hopefully that helps somebody. Again, practice makes perfect. All the lines. Practice makes perfect, guys. Again, most important, lead by example. Get on as many freeway calls of your upline. Have a notepad and pen. Take notes. And Adeniki raised her hand. Adeniki, do you have a question? I'm going to unmute you. Do you have a question, Adeniki?
No, it's just I'm excited. The email about the Dreammaker event just dropped in our inbox, so check your email.
All right, cool. Thank you for that. I've been waiting for that email. Yeah, guys, that's something not to be missed anyway. So thanks for that, Adeniki. That's definitely something I'm going to be looking at right now. So yeah, guys, thank you for jumping on. Again, 10 free calls of your upline. If you haven't done 10, do 10. If you've done 10, do 20. Keep learning, keep going, keep developing, and we'll see you soon. Cheers, guys.